Hey beauties. Today I wanted to jump on and I wanted to talk about the number one thing, the very first thing you need to do when you are trying to transform yourself and your life. If you're embarking on a personal development journey, you want to grow, you need to know yourself. You need to know yourself to grow yourself. That's a saying because it's a thing. It's true. How can you grow and better yourself or your life if you don't know who you are or what you want? Right? So it makes sense. So the number one step on your personal development journey should be to get to know yourself. When I say get to know yourself, I mean you should get clear on your values. What are your values in life? What do you value in life? Once you figure out what your values are, you can align them with your goals and dreams. Do you have dreams? Do you know what you want out of life? Are you happy where you're at right now in life? If not, what are your goals, short term and long term? Another way to know yourself is to be self-aware. And actually, self-awareness is key. Self-awareness, awareness of your thoughts, how you work, what makes you tick, why you are the way you are, all of these things are key to personal growth. You cannot grow unless you are aware of how you think and act and behave. How can you better yourself? How can you improve on something if you don't even know that it needs improving? Right? So self-awareness and knowing yourself go hand in hand. They're one and the same. So knowing yourself, like I said, could be knowing your values, knowing your goals, knowing your dreams, knowing where you want to go, getting your view and vision for your life clear, crystal clear. And to get there, you probably need to make some changes or else you'd already be there, right? And if you're embarking on a personal development journey, you're probably wanting to improve some areas of your life. And like I said, the first step is awareness. So figuring out, like for me, for example, I have suffered with social anxiety for many years. And I always just accepted that for a fact. Like, okay, I suffer with social anxiety and I use it as an excuse for a lot of things, a valid excuse, but still an excuse. And not to say I didn't try to heal from it a few times. I went to therapy years ago when I first self-diagnosed myself. I went to therapy, got diagnosed professionally, and did some cognitive behavioral therapy, but I ran out of benefits. And so that prevented me from getting the full effects of the cognitive behavioral therapy. Also, I was very young, so I wasn't adhering to all of the assignments the doctor was giving me. I wasn't taking it as seriously, and I was also in active addiction at that time. But now that I'm older, and most of us can do the same, we can take something like that and do the research and figure out why we might have this disorder, whatever it is. For you, it might be just general anxiety. It could be depression. There are so many things that you could be struggling with that you don't need to have benefits or money to start to work on. I'm not saying that you shouldn't go to a doctor. Yes, absolutely, you should go to a doctor if you feel like you're super depressed or very anxious and you might need medication. Go to a doctor. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that sometimes we could, as well as going to the doctor, we can look at ourselves, look at our patterns, look at our lives, try to figure out where certain things stemmed from. What could be causing us depression? Can it be our diet? Can it be our past? When did this start? And if you've watched any of my previous videos, or if you follow me at all, you would know that I linked my own social anxiety back to when I was a child and I had been molested and I felt different, and I felt like I had to keep this secret. So I shied away from other kids in school, and in turn I got bullied, and that caused my social anxiety to get worse and worse. And as I got older, it just got worse, right? And until I figured out what I had and that it was a thing, I wasn't able to really work on it, right? So again, the first step is awareness. If I never knew and I never did that Google search back when I think it was like I was 19, and I was doing a Google search on why I'm afraid to eat in public, and why I don't like to be in social situations. I had never heard of social anxiety, and I Googled that, and social anxiety came up. And when I did the questionnaire test, it said that I most likely had social anxiety. So then I booked an appointment with my doctor. So again, knowing yourself, knowing the signs and symptoms and what you feel is off, taking account for those, write them down in a journal, and then take a look and say, okay, what is this? Or where could this have come from, right? So again, being aware, self-aware. If you're not self-aware of what makes you tick, or what you need to work on, or your beliefs, for example, okay? So you might have some limiting beliefs that are holding you back, and if you're not aware of them, how can you go in and figure out where the heck these beliefs came from so that you can rewrite them, right? Being aware in the sense of, say you have a problem with overeating, emotional eating. Again, you're going to need to be aware of, is it emotional eating? Is it when you're going through a stressful time? Are you eating more when you're going through a celebration and you're happy? What is it? So again, journaling, being aware. You need to know yourself to grow yourself. It's as simple as that, right? Figuring out what you want to work on, why you do what you do, and just keep looking deeper into it. You know yourself best, right? So get to know yourself. I might create some journal prompts for you guys so that you can really do some self-reflection, and this might prompt you, and this kind of might direct you and help you in figuring out some of these things and really getting to know yourself. Yeah, so I guess self-awareness would be the number one thing, because once you're aware of something, then you can consciously watch it, observe it, and really start to break it down and figure out why, where did it come from. And then once you've figured that out, then you can start to work on it, right? If you're not aware of something, then you can't work on it, and if you can't work on it, then you can't grow. Get to know yourself to grow yourself. That was my message for today, guys. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. I always look forward to hearing from you. Thank you. Have a good day.